Hello, good evening everyone watching this video. I am delighted and excited to come up with this new Excel workbook, uh, which is specifically to be used in automotive industry. So I would like to welcome you to watch until the end so that you can actually see what is inside this video and what is inside this Excel workbook. As you can see, it is named as Track or Vehicle Maintenance Management System. It means that it is going to manage all daily operations and activities of various trucks in automotive industry. You can see we have 9 buttons, and the first one being for maintenance management. In this case or in this worksheet, you will be managing your daily activities, just recording your daily activities, who performed the certain activities, some details of the truck, and any other relevant data. We have also track and manage tasks. Once you click this button, it means that it is taking you directly to the worksheet where you can just search the pre-recorded data or information, and then you can just retrieve to get the required information and required activities. We have also open work plan. In the work plan, it is specifically for planning the work of the next days, so that you can just wake up afresh and know how to or which task should be given priority or which task should be prioritized in the basis of various preference. We have also print and submit reports. Every employee has his superior where he has to report. So in this case, it is easy for you to extract the report and submit it to your superior if you previously recorded the maintenance activities and all as operations. We have preparation of work order. Uh, Professionally, any kind of job or any kind of activity has to possess a work order. So in this case, if you record some information or you record some data, you can also prepare work order, which can be just extracted by inserting the plate number of the track and the date received the specific track. We have edit reference. In the reference worksheet, you will be inserting or adding information which are very necessary or are essential for your operations, and we just smoothen your operation. The example, the track number. You can just select the track number or employee name. You will have to select the employee name instead of just typing every time you want to assign someone. So for that cases, you have to have the reference, and that's where we have the importance of this button and the worksheet in general. In exit without saving, it means that you are going to close the application without saving any changes. But for the close application button, it means that you are going to close this application by firstly saving the changes which have been made with this workbook. All this button explains itself. It means that you are going to save the changes without exiting or quitting the application. So let's open one button after another to see what is inside. Okay, this is maintenance record worksheet, and here you will be required to insert any operation or an activities done for the purpose of keeping the record. Example, we have these columns. The first column is for serial number, and this counts the total tasks which have been performed for all trucks received by workshop department. If you can see, this can also be displayed here. Total tasks which have been registered. We have the total of 1,395 tasks, which is equivalent to this number. So it means that you can easily understand how many tasks you have been registered and done for the moment. This column, this second column, is specifically for task code. It means that this code will be automatically generated and will be generated once you assign a task to a mechanic or a technician to perform it. Without assigning a task, it cannot have the codes. And for this column is a column for track number. It means that you are going to enter the track number for which the specific job has to be done. Also, we have the trailer number. It means that this is the same trailer track. Another information which you will have to insert or to record is the make of the truck. It means that whether it's FAO or Howo, Shackman, Scania or whatever. But also we have the mileage and the last service kilometer. By recording or by adding this information, it means that some of the information will be automatically generated. And let's try for this. If you insert the invalid track number, the system will detect and won't accept it. Example, let me try this number which is invalid. You see, if you try such kind of number which is invalid, the system asks you to retry. By that case, let me try the correct number. Let me try this one. 163 EER. This is valid one. Depending to my settings and depending to your settings too or your requirement, this can be set. Also for the trail number, let me try this one. 942 DMY. Sorry, let me try this. T223 EJ. Sorry, it is not showing any. It is not showing any predict because there was 2T and that number does not exist. So if you put this one, you see you can have the suggestion because this number is already registered. So if you select the trailer number and then you will be asked to select for the make. But this track, let me call it Shackman. New Shackman. And the mileage for this track rate to be 45347. Okay, maybe you don't have this information, but you can just get it if you previously recorded into this workbook. But if you have it, you can just insert it here. Let me assume to have it. We last serviced this track at this mileage. You see, if you enter this, then it tells you depending on regarding to the last service kilometer, the next service will be after 10,000 kilometers, which will be 50,672. So you can see, and the remaining mileage to reach this one is 5,325 kilometers. I have to select the owner or client for this track. This is for Remy Ashmuti to be for Achita Zambia. I have the list of clients registered in this workbook, and they can be seen through this drop-down list. Sorry, my computer is doing slow and it can't display. Let me type Achita Zambia. You see. And let me assume that this track was received on 13th of March 2025. What we have to do with this truck, I assume that this truck needs check engine oil level, blow air cleaner, and fix over fuel, fixing low power of the truck, of the engine. You can see after just entering this information, you see even the car is changing to see that there is something or there's a task added. If I try to do it this one, leave or left. Okay, if you try to do this one, it will be blank or in white background like this one. So let me select assign the staff, and they assume here to be Mr. Ajay Bakari. You see, this is a mechanic which this is the mechanic who was assigned the corresponding task. You can just proceed here and give priority. I need this truck to be fixed urgently because the customer or the client is waiting outside there, and he has planned logistic and the transportation issue with his truck. So when did I assign this, or when did you assign this mechanic to perform the duty? This mechanic was assigned on the same day, which is 13th of March 2025. You see, if you just provide a date of assignment, it just change depending, it just change the color of background depending on the status. You see now the status is that the track is in progress, but if you read this date of assignment, you can see how the track or how the task will appear, and the status is pending. So for it to get from pending to be in progress, you need to assign someone and provide the date when did you assign a specific person to perform that duty. You can see by providing the date, you can just have even task code. The task code is now generated that on this day in this year 25th 200 sorry 2025 in the month of March, and in the 13th day we had the first task, which was to perform checking oil level and fixing low power of the engine and blowing air cleaner. You can see now the track is pending from 1 day ago, but if you you try to change here and write it as the 14th of March, you can see the task code will change even pending from today, because today is 14th of March 2025. So you see some issues here will be changed automatically. You don't need to do it manually. So let me assume that this mechanic has already fixed all the assigned issues, and everything has been completed on the same day. I have to provide here completion date. If I provide this date, you see the color will change to green, meaning that the task has been completed. And this color varies. Example, you can see the explanation of this that is that this this green one means that the task was completed right on time. If I had to assign this the mechanic 2 days to take this task, and he has spent only 1 day to complete everything, then the task has been completed in time. So it is within the specified time of completion. But if this mechanic spent, let's say, 4 days to 18th of or 18th of March, 18th of March, You see, there's a comment that this is a long date input. It's a long date input because today it is 14th of March 2025, but you are trying to take this say that the task was completed in the next 4 days. How can you predict it tomorrow? So that is totally impossible. What we can change here and say that this task was completed in 14th of March, but this mechanic was assigned in 11th of March. And you can see what things become. You see this kind of car, it means that the task was completed, but that is out of the planned time. So this man spent completed but on delay. This man spent as too many days as the assigned one or as planned one. So that's how this maintenance record can be managed or can be done. Here you can add any comment. Let's say you can say lane, uh, lane, lane, and passed away of senior senior manager affected completion time. So you can keep this, or you can even comment any issue profession like let's say uh, we found defective pump and turbo charge, and replaced it with the new one. So by clicking that, you can just save. That's how you can work with this maintenance record or maintenance management. From there, you can get back to home and see track and manage tasks. So now let's see how this works. Here I have to search for what I needed to see. Let me try to search for 163 EER. We'll get the record of this track with all activities performed. You see, you have this one. On this day, the information is here, but also the previous information from the scratch are also displayed here, as you can see. That's a first way you can search by track number, but you can get the information by providing the range of dates. Let's say I want to get the record from 1st of March to 15th of March 2025. You see, you will be provided with record how many tracks were received. We have total tasks of 150, but pending tasks within this date range is 10 tasks, means that we have completed 140 tasks, as you can see here. And the task compliance or performance rate is equal to 93.3%, which is equivalent to task completed over total tasks. You can also get the total number of tracks received. If you count this, you can have 47 tracks unique number. It means that some tasks you can see like this one is repeated because it is recording identical it is recording individual task depending to who is going to be assigned and the other issues of the type of task and the things like that. You can see some information are shown here, and the pending tasks we have pending tracks is 4. So these these 10 pending tasks, this one 10 pending tasks, this one comes from 4 tracks only. So you can find one truck having two pending issues, having more than one pending issues, and the another task having more than three issues. That's how you can see everything here shows clearly. That's how it can just work. If you want to clear this selection, or you want to clear this search, you click here, clear search, and then you will have this empty worksheet. So that is the second criteria, or the second way you can track the information. I also want to track depending to who was assigned the task. Let's say I want to see the tasks performed by Rajab, the man assigned the track, Rajab, this one. You can see Rajab was assigned to perform these tasks. This is Rajab Bakar. You can see this man was assigned to work with these tracks, and this, our example is here 163. You can see we have it. The track is Shackman, which is owned by Achita Zambia, and was received on that date. The issue with the lucky explained there. Pending from, it is not pending anymore, but it was completed. Completed today. Time of targeted time was 2 days, but the man spent spent 4 days instead of 2 days. Length to completion Dmax was task was completed, but on 3. That's how it works. Let me see. We have no any other feature. Rajab has one pending task. You can see here. You can see here. You can see. Now I clear search, and we can just go to home and see another worksheet. We have print and submit report. This you can see how it looks like. There is nothing here, but if you want to get report, let's assume you want to get the reports depending to this search T163 EER. This is my criteria. If you go to print and submit report, you can find the information here. You see, this is the information for 163 EER. But let's say I want to provide a report for a date range, depending for the date range, let's say from 1st of January to 21st of January. These are the information depending on the provided date. If I want to get this report, you can see you may have these reports. And the report Achita Tanzania Trucks monthly maintenance report is for January 2025, because this is a monthly report. If you try to alter this and write it from 1st of January to 7th of January, see what happens here. Miracle happen. You can see this is a Cheetah Tanzania trucks weekly maintenance report is from 1st of January to 7th of January. This is not monthly anymore. But if I try to change it 1st to 1st January, you can see here we have no record because this was new year. Let me try to use this 8th of January. You see I had 3 tracks. If I want to print the reports, you can see what is Achita Tanzania track daily maintenance report is for. So it doesn't require to just change and write everything here, like so many things. Everything is full automated, and you can just work smoothly to ensure that everything goes smoothly. If you want to prepare work order, you will come here and provide a track. Let's say I want to produce work order for 163 EER. which was received on 16th of March. If I read this date, it will not show anymore. But if you provide the track here, track, it will just provide the corresponding trailer information, make as you have it there, current, and everything. So for this case, I choose for 13th March. You can see the previous information are here now. You can see the mileage, last service kilometer, the client is Achita Tanzania, and everything is here. If you get back here and search for 163 EER, I want to change something here to see if it works, and take this information for 16th of January. Let me go to 16th of January and see what is going to happen here. 16th of January, 16th of January, and the opening prepare work for the 16th of January. You see, we had this task and this man was assigned to do it. So you can print and add some information here, additional fonts, remarks, and everything supervised and checked by, approved by. Yeah, that is how it works. You can see now I get back to home and I clear search, get back to home. That's the build of this Excel workbook. If I exit without changing, I'll be asked, do you want to log out without saving changes? Then if I click, if I don't want to proceed, I will click no. But if I want to leave, you click yes, and everything will be done. So you are welcome for any comments, and what do you wish for us to add in this Excel template? Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Good things are coming. You are welcome.